what's up, Goose Monkeys? Just want to see what the sound quality is like for this, just setting up the stream. We'll be getting into the Nations Cup shortly, get a little bit of practice in before taking the car around the track with other people on it. Just got to make sure that everything's working first, because I'm the worst prepared streamer known to mankind. Currently live right now. Just gonna put the mic next to my mouth because my partner got me a new headset with a new microphone on it as well. I gave it a sound test earlier on a video, but I didn't adjust the mic or anything because Valentine's Day. How's everyone else's Valentine's Day gone? Mine was actually pretty good. I had a pretty good day today. Went to a lunch, came back, did our own Valentine's thing, and it was nice. It was nice. But yeah, got a new headset out of it as well, along with a new cologne. Smells pretty nice. But nah, this headset is pretty cool. Just testing the mic audio at the moment, so I'm just gonna check on that now. I think it needs to be bumped up just a little bit because I do get kind of quiet sometimes. So, oh yeah, it's still too low. Let me bump that up quite a bit actually. Right, yep, let's see how that goes. Let me bump that up quite a bit actually. Right, yep, let's see how that goes. Okay, I think that's actually pretty good. Feedback, hold on. I'm just feeding audio into the mic. I'm so ill prepared. It's already been 4 minutes into the live stream and I'm still on the setup. Hold on, sorry chat. Still on the setup. Hold on, sorry chat. Okay. I think that's pretty good. So if I put the headphones on my head, oh, it's very quiet through my headset. But that could also just be volume output on the headset. Let me see what that is set to at the moment as well. Yeah, alright, I think that's good. Alrighty. I think we're ready. Oh wait, no, not quite yet. My steering wheel is not secure to the table and I'm not quite ready for racing. Right, so today is the Nations Cup. Hang on, let me just get this way. Yep, so today is the Nations Cup. It is round 2. We are racing around Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in the 2019 Red Bull competition car. Quite a strong, fast car, faster than the Super Formula that I thought we were going to be racing around Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Slower than this car that we just raced around Spa-Francorchamps just a couple of days ago, but still quite a quick car. This is a very fast car. I think it might actually be faster than this, to be honest. It's a very, very tough challenge, this one. Right, I'm not quite set up for racing. I'm just going to wait for a couple more people to tune in and then we will be underway. Yep. Yo, how's it going, Aussie? Welcome to the stream, even though you're not here anymore. Welcome to. Good luck on your own Nations Cup yourself. Hope all is going well for you. Yeah, so these are the current rankings for the Nations Cup as it sits after the first race we had. We didn't get a very good finish in either of our races, but we did manage to secure a 5th position finish in the Spa-Francorchamps one. It was in the wet. We had a couple of hairy moments, but we are sitting only in the top 75%, but I didn't expect to have good standings, given that I knew myself that it wasn't a good race. Normally if we're scoring in the 60 to 75 point mark, we haven't had a good race. Anything higher and it is a pretty good race. But yeah, second in my region, or my local region. Domestic we are 14th and regional we are 99th, so still pretty good positions, but I'm looking more at the percentage rather than the actual number. But we're not here for that one, we're here for the one at the end of the season, which is in 3 weeks. Now we only have 3 attempts left for the night, so we're going to get in a little bit of practice, which I did do earlier on in the week. I didn't do a whole lot, but I still did a little bit where I managed to get a pretty good lap time. Put me in the top 650. I don't believe we're still 650 anymore. I bet, yeah. Okay, so we're about pretty average for where I normally am, compared to the fastest times in the world. About 3-4 seconds off the pace. So we're gonna go get a little bit of practice before the next session, because you know, practice is always key. But just to get an understanding for what the race is, and I didn't actually have a look at any of the info. Let me just quickly do that now. Alright, so it is a 15 lap race. With a 5-minute qualifier. There's next to no tyre wear or fuel wear, and it's just the soft compound. So it looks like it's just Saint-Gilles Villeneuve, but with nothing on it. It's just a really fast car that people are probably going to struggle with, me myself included. So we're just going to get into practice and see what we can do. I don't think I'm quite set up properly. My chair is kind of askew to the pedals, which makes sense given the setup I'm running. Right. Let's give that a go. Am I far enough away from my wheel? We'll find out. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I really tried to pull it as wide out of the out of that chicane as I could, but just caught a little bit too much of that rumble strip, and the rear wheels just lit up. Oh, it absolutely does. It's such a fast car. It's so easy to lose control. That could have been a good lap. It wasn't for that. I think that was pretty similar to what my normal sector times are. Not a bad opening that, aside from that last chicane. That's the first time I've done that though, so that's always good. Bit slow on the gas here. Let's try to get out a second as fast as possible without losing the rear. Because even on straight line acceleration, it feels like it wants to just one wrong move and you're in the wall. Oh, not a super fast lap. See, I keep doing that because I'm trying not to turn to the right because it just wants to. I think I need to be a little bit more gentle on the throttle there. There's definitely time to find. Oh, okay, so you just nail that first curve. Got it. Yeah, I knew I gained the home there. Super slow through there, damn. There we go. A bit too much. You lose acceleration, but your speed through the corner or your time spent in the corner is lower. Yeah, I over-rotated on the first part of that corner. I knew I was going to lose that second. Still got a lot of time in this corner. I gained 2 tenths on brakes there. Well, our 10th. No mistake. Might have regained this lap time actually. See what this does. Oh, okay. 0.3 faster on sector 3. Good save, damn. I saw that coming. Got a little bit greedy because of the last lap. Too confident. Okay, yep. I lost it into the corner, went deep, and then tried to hold it, but just spun on the exit. That's normally what happens when you try to re-enter from that point. Okay, well, not a bad first 5 laps onto the track. 1:18.5 being the fastest, which is 14 slower than my best. So, not the best lap, but in terms of consistency, not too bad. One mistake, but the mistakes were on the one lap. Gained a lot of time in that last lap though through that last sector. 0.3 just on 2 sectors or 2 sections of track. Alright, so taking a lot of curb on that first corner is definitely the way. Ah! Even in 4th I'm spinning it. Okay, I'm getting a little bit too greedy on my throttle input. I'm gaining time and going, yeah, I'm gaining time. Get him. Yeah, that wasn't working either. Okay, 2 throwaway laps. Not ideal, not exactly what we want to do on the race, but not bad for a starter. I think I kind of understand the line through there. Ooh, that was faster. I let go of the brake too sharp. I didn't trail the brake into the corner, I just kind of let go of it. That wasn't good. Still a good good second sector. Yeah, I'm getting too greedy just on, not just on that one corner, it's a couple of them. Another 1:18.5 though, so it looks like 1:18.5 might be good, good race pace. Sorry, there's been a few chats. It takes a lot of focus, but will twice as bad with other drivers on track. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's got to be chaos, especially with this track. Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, lots of corners, lots of chicanes, lots of just diving in deep, and then just absolutely terrifying. Yeah, this track has proven to be unforgiving at the best of times. No worries, mate. You go enjoy your time with your grandchildren. We'll see you later on. Have a good night, man. Alright, let me restart that. Alright, so that wasn't a bad first session back, to be honest. Pretty happy with that. Actually, it was, because I crashed. Yeah, okay, that can do that to you as well. I forgot about that. Right. This is a great first session back, like I said. Okay. I want to have a look at the fastest time that I did, and I don't know if I can do this replay. That's not today, that's yesterday. I don't have a replay to compare to this because I just reset my session. But this lap was a good lap. I know that this was a good lap. No, I think I know the things that I need to sort out. It's this corner here, I need to get out a second a lot earlier. This one here, I need to be careful, a lot more careful on the throttle than I'm being, and the steering. This one here, kinda got it down, kinda. It can be tidied up on the exit. That line can be a lot better over here, but it is pretty good. And this one, I can brake later, I just don't know where. But I need to sort out my braking line for that one. And then coming across through here, I need to find out where's the best spot to start applying the throttle and how aggressively, because it's not meant to be aggressive, you're meant to smoothly apply it, but there is a on-off point, because you need to quickly short shift to fourth, so that you don't spin out. But if you take too much curb on this corner up here, you can still be chucked out because of the camber of the sausage curb. And then here, this is a pretty crucial corner. We want to get this right because we have this long straight before the chicane, which we have learned taking or nailing this inside curve on the first part of the chicane is the best line, because it gives you a straight shot onto the pit straight. And then it's back to the next lap. So with that in mind, we'll see what we can do. Wow. It's harsh on the car, but it is the best line. Well, that was pretty scary. Ah! We were 7/10 up through turns 5 and 6. Too early. I didn't mean to hit that left curb. Lost a lot of time with that. Third or too early. Need to be a little closer to the right going over that curb. Nope. It's alright. Wasn't terrible. Oh no, maybe it was. Ah, man! Ugh. I knew I was going to come wide on that exit. Okay, so I need to try take as much of that right-hand curb as possible. And that's where you can get the time. Because if I didn't hit that wall... well, yeah, obviously, if I didn't hit the wall, I might have gone faster. But at the same time, if I didn't hit that wall, I feel like that would have given us the ideal line to get the best exit out of that corner that I've had in this session. What's the time? 10:34. Okay, I don't think the entry is open just yet. I'm gonna save that 118.2, and I'm gonna compare that to my 118.1, and see if I can find where I'm gaining and losing, and if I'm gaining and losing, because those are two pretty good times, and. Yeah, those are two pretty good times. And we were 7/10 up on the start of that lap, and then we lost it. So I want to see exactly what it was that I was doing there. Because that was going very, very fast. I don't know what time it was that I was 7/10 up on, but it was still, it felt good. It felt very good until I dropped it there. I let it get to my head and then, yeah. Right, okay, so we are going to take this 13th of the second replay. Just gonna turn off the fan in my bathroom real quick. Alrighty, so there are a couple of things that I'm already looking at straight off the bat. So this graph here is our speed and gap. So the white time is plus and negative, or sorry, negative and, no, it is plus and negative. So the negative shows when the blue car is leading, and the plus shows when the yellow car is leading. This is the plus negative over here, and the purple line is the split, to my knowledge. Now, the yellow and blue shows exactly what you may think it is. It's the car's speed and gap to each other. So here, out of the corner, straight away, that's where I lost all my time. So, who was in front? So, blue was in front by the time I got there, but I dropped it coming out of the corner. So, I was... on the exit of turn 3 and 4, I was a 10th up, coming into 6 and 7. So that's 6. Coming out, I was ahead, and I would have been gaining time, but I dropped it on the corner. So what happened there? Did I have too much gas? I think I had too much gas, because blue's centripetal acceleration, which is this one in the bottom left, shows that I'm hanging all the way out on the steering angle, and it's just not cooperating with me. So let's take a steeper look. I want to see my brake input. So you can see us coming into the corner here. So on this graph here, the blue is us braking. So we came into the corner and was off the brake a lot earlier and had to come back on the brake coming into the corner. But yellow was a lot more off the brake, hold, and then smoothly apply the throttle. Blue was quite aggressive with it and got on the throttle a little bit faster, which gave us a lot more speed out of the corner. But based on the centripetal acceleration down here, if you look at it, it looks like blue's is a lot more unstable. Well, definitely when I lose traction, but okay, so we were up quite a bit through there. Hey, how's it going, DJ Racing? How you doing? Nice to see you returned. Nice to see you came back. Always good to see new faces. I noticed you were a new one in the live stream. Welcome to the family. Forgot to say that at the end. You are now a grease monkey, whether you like it or not. How's it going? Just doing the Nations Cup tonight, and yeah, just having a look at my 2 best laps of today and yesterday's session. Getting some pretty good insight into it actually. I was a 10th faster on a few sectors here. Nice, good to hear you're doing well. Yeah, so yellow seems to be a lot more smooth on the brakes than blue is. Blue did lose time. Oh no, blue was gaining time on the exit of that corner. Okay, so through this section here, so this is the final hairpin. So under braking, yellow brakes later, but a little bit harder and a little bit longer. I drop off the brakes on the blue one and come into the corner with more speed actually. Oh no, just a little bit more. And I get on the gas just that little bit sooner and a lot smoother, just holding that throttle there and picking up speed out of the corner, then getting my foot flat. What? Ah, I shifted gears to third, okay. And I was not gaining time on the straight, I was actually losing, okay. So the smoother application of the throttle out of the corner in second seems to be a little bit faster. Did one early on, got a 5th, that'll do. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm aiming for 5th and above as well. If I don't finish better than 5th, then not ideal, but at the same time, racing's racing, right? Right, and then for the final chicane, okay, so the braking for yellow is a lot later again. And who's actually ahead at the line? Oh, we gained a lot of time through that chicane on the blue one. Look how much earlier look how much earlier we are on the gas as well. That's a good. What's the delta here? Where's the time elapsed in the lap? Can I see that? No, not really. Okay. Either way, where are we? I want to see. What's this one? Centripetal acceleration. No, I want to see the brake and throttle application. Because we're on the gas a lot sooner. What's this one here? Can I change it to... I can't change it to the track. Your rate. Oh, right. Okay. Blues is a lot smoother as well. Okay, so blue had its good moments as well. Because we gained 2/10 by the end of the straight. Not handbrake. Not steering angle. No, okay, not really anything useful. Let's have a look through here at the line. Ah, so our line with blue was turning kind of at the same point, braking a little bit earlier, sorry, turning a little bit earlier and getting off the brake earlier as well, so that we could turn in, take as much curb as we can safely possibly do it. Can I zoom in on the map? No, I can't really zoom in on the map. And then that's given us a really, really, really good shallow exit line, and we've just been able to get on the gas and rotate the car and pull it down the straight. And if I press... Oh, I can zoom in. Ah, okay. Let's go back here. So we're like only just on the track. Oh, that's cool. It's actually the car we're driving as well. Yeah, like we're only just on the track there. That blue light. That blue car. But no, that's oh, sorry, I'm still kind of learning how to do this. The controls are a little bit funny. They're not the same controls as replays, but yeah, no. And then by the end of the straight, we can see the gap close in real time. We gained a tenth through that, 2/10, 3/10, no more. Okay, so here we are at the start of the straight. Oh no, 2/10. Kind of gained a little bit under braking actually, or lost rather, and then kind of picked it back up. But we had a much better run on that straight. A much better run. Damn. Okay, by the time we got to the line, the gap was within a tenth. So they're both pretty good times. Looks like entry is about to open as well, so I think we'll go hop into there, and then we might get a couple more laps of practice. So our 1:18.1s are doing pretty good. Not the fastest I could probably pull out. I feel like a 17.9 is doable. It looked like we were on for a 17.9 or a 17.8 if we put some of that together. So the pace is there. We just need to hook it all up. That's our thing. Still in the top 1,000, so that's still pretty good. Pretty happy with that. We're doing alright. It's just the holding it together and putting it all together. The main thing we need to watch out for in this race isn't actually our race pace. It's don't get taken out in one of the chicanes, because this is going to be close racing. 300 kilometers an hour with less grip than the Formula 1 car, but more power. Oh, it's going to be an intense race. And there we go. Entry is open, so we're going to go over to the softs, and I'm going to open up the entry, and we'll do some practice. 6 people watching. Thank you all so much for being here. Oh, I forgot to open free practice. We got 9 people watching the stream. Nice. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. On for an interesting race tonight. Looking like we can get a pretty good position here. Probably above 5th place. Yeah, it's looking like a good night. On for 17.8, 17.9 at the moment. That's our goal lap time. Got an 18.1 in the bag at the moment. Already had an 18.2 today. Just trying to practice making sure we don't get taken out. I might practice my off driving line skills, to be honest, because there's 16 cars on track, I believe. So we've got to make sure we're accounting for that. Someone's just said something in chat, so I'm just going to quickly open that before I get too invested with my driving, because it is a bit difficult to read chat and drive at the same time. Arguably harder than texting and driving, which no one should be doing. Put the like button for you. Thanks, Izaz. I appreciate that. Everyone else, do exactly like Izaz. I don't normally ask it. You don't have to, but it is free. So if you feel like it, go down there, leave a like, let me know you're enjoying the content. If not, it's fine. You can just show me you appreciate it by watching. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, double down on it. Give Grease Monkey some support. I mean, I don't expect it, but at the same time, I'm always appreciative of it. But anyway, what you all came here to like and enjoy, more racing. Enjoy it, fellas. grass isn't fast. I broke way too early there. Sorry, I'm not sitting straight in my seat. Alright, we'll see what we can do on this lap. Maybe that double curb is fast. I don't know. Hard to judge off of 119.2. Ah! You can do it with shifting to 7th, but it can also throw off your braking line. Alright, let's see how much time we lost on that chicane there. Not heaps, but that one there wasn't much faster. Yeah, okay, take as much of that first curb as possible. Yeah, I broke very early for that last hairpin. Didn't lose too much time at least. Yeah, that was terrible. That was shocking. I don't know why I let that air on live stream. Oh, 17.8, okay. That's pretty good. Compared to the lap that we're doing right now. That's a fast lap time. There's more time to find in that last chicane. I was too shallow braking into that. That's what did that. That could have been a good lap. Still could be. Nah, maybe not. I missed the paddle shift to try to shift into first. Not too much slower, at least. Still gaining time with the slip. Ah! I tried to absolutely nail it and I lost the time. Otherwise that would have been a 17.7. Okay, looking at the times on the right, that's actually pretty consistent. Well, aside from the fact that it's actually 3 seconds. Wait, is it? 120.4 is the slowest, but I think we had a mistake on that lap. 117.8 is the fastest, so okay, 2.5 seconds. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. 9 laps and we managed to break the 18 barrier. That's pretty good. Yeah, so it looks like about 18, between low and high 18s is the average race pace we want. Qualifying is going to be high 17s. Ideally, if we can get a mid 17, that would be good, but we haven't had enough time to practice for that. So maybe later on in the night. I want to save that replay. I'm gonna quickly go back. I don't have time. Wait, fast. Yeah, there we go. Where's that put us? Will it show us? 868th in the world. Look at that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But yeah, no, so that's kind of the lap time we're aiming for. I reckon 18.3s, 18.4s would be good for average lap pace. Just because, you know, that's kind of the way that we're going to be able to get a short race. We've got 15 laps of this, but the main problem that we're looking out for is absolute chaos. As the person who is first on this grid is showing us, cruising chaos. Only the difference is we are not cruising, we are moving at blisteringly fast speeds. 300 kilometers an hour into most of those chicanes. And we have 15 cars jostling for position, so it's going to be a bit of an interesting race. We have 87 points up for grabs. We currently have 67 on the table. Not ideal. We didn't have a very good race in the last series. Only got a 5th place finish, so we're aiming for higher than 5th in this one, mainly because 5th will only give us 72, which isn't the most amount of points. Isn't the most amount of points that I would like to get as well. But yeah, we're just gonna see what we can do. This is our opening race for the night as well, so we're only gonna learn as we go. We got 2 more attempts after this, so this is more like our information seeking. So we got. Is there a mandatory pit stop? No minimum pit stop. No mandatory pit stop. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I'm gonna turn my mic off and I'm gonna record the qualifier. You may be wondering why I've let that guy go. He was too close for my liking. Anyway, back to it. Is it fair to say that I knew that was going to happen? Is it fair to say... Oh, we got pole position at least. Okay. 118.5. Only by 2/10, but we don't get another attempt. So if they beat us, then wherever we finish after everyone else finishes their last lap, that's where we finish. So still though, 118.5, that's not a bad qualifying lap. I'm actually pretty happy with that, given that we had more in it as well, and I could feel there was way more in it. I was just a little distracted by the guy in front. I'm definitely not disappointed with that. 0.183 faster than second place, who is going to be coming across the line shortly with an 18 flat. And then we've got 1 second to third place, so we'll see where that puts us. All in all though, not a bad qualifying session. Our last attempt was kind of ruined, but we still managed to secure second, provisional second, so that's not a bad starting point. I'm pretty sure that gives us the inside to turn 1 though, but I don't really want that. I want the inside to turn 2, so we'll see how we go. He's got 177 points on the board, so I don't reckon he's meant to be in our lobby, so we'll see how this goes. What was it? Half a second faster than my fastest lap time, but at the same time, I mean, that's just what it is. I don't know, it looks like we've got a good race coming up then. 118 flat, so he's probably going to be our main competition, because third place is still a second behind us, so it'll all be in that last chicane. But yeah, no, that was actually really good. 18.5. There was more time, so I reckon we can get an 18 flat in the next race. We'll just have to make sure we can put something together. Let's do this. Let's do this. Alrighty, into the race. Starting second on the grid. There we are right there. I don't know how to flash my lights. Which one's my lights? I don't think I have one set up. Oh no. X. It's X. I found it. So we're starting second on the grid. First place has a 118.069. We have 118 and a half, almost 118.6. Not a bad lap time for us. Could have gotten an 18.2 for our qualifying, but our second proper attempt at a qualifying lap was kind of ruined by someone else on the grid, but that is just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Rest of the grid struggling to get lower than a 120, so it doesn't look like we'll be threatened by the rear very much. But as the races go on, I can expect quite a bit more competition as people start to learn the track as the night goes on. But either way, it looks like it's going to be a pretty interesting race, especially with all these chicanes and everything. And that middle pack is so caught up, it's so bunched up into such a small amount of time. Only 1.5 seconds between 4th and 15th, so looks like they're going to have an interesting race. But either way, we have the outside for turn 1, and we are starting with a rolling start, which is a little interesting. But either way, we're not going to get the outside, we're just going to have a run on him. There's not many overtaking places, so like I said, main mission is survive. Right, anyway, starting the race. Let's see how we do. Alright, leader's only 7 tenths in front. We're not going to get him on the straight, but he hasn't pulled away from us the way we've pulled away from everyone else. Very slow through that last chicane. "15 people watching the stream. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for tuning in." That corner there, 6 and 7, kind of seemed like his Achilles heel, to be honest. He's made a mistake there almost every single lap. Oh, wow. Fast. Nice. There? That's not where I expected to have my first crash. Okay, not ideal. 8 seconds down now. And he doesn't have our threat anymore. Okay. It's an interesting way to take that again. Yes. Is that first place? Yes! Like I said, main goal isn't fast, it's survive. This track can be unforgiving. Like I said, at the best of times. Still 5 seconds to third place, so we did pick up a little bit of pace there as well. That wasn't fast. Oh! He nicked the wall and it took us, almost completely took us out. But it's alright, that was just a racing accident. That wasn't him trying to take us out on purpose. I almost lost it at that hairpin just yet. Alright, still got 7 laps left, so... He gets the power down so fast out of that hairpin. It really is an art on that corner there. No! Oh, nah, get out of the wall. No! Oh my god. It was all going so well. I should have known. Ah, well. In typical grease monkey fashion, eh? Embarrassing grease monkey fashion. Should get it put on a shirt. Embarrassing grease monkey moments. There's a reason there's a monkey in the name. Still got 5 laps to make it back to second. If we can. Oh, this guy just served a penalty. Nice. There is such a thing as taking too much cab. Oh wow. My chair is moving away from the wheel for my defense, by the way. I need to get off the brakes sooner. Three seconds. Oh! Yeah, it was a bit of a hairy moment. Almost did the same thing. Alright. That actually wasn't too bad of a drive, to be honest. I mean, we had 2 offs, and we still managed to finish in 2nd place, exactly where we started, so... Yeah, I mean, one of them was I just picked up a little bit too much throttle on the exit of the corner, exited turn 2, and just spun it into the wall. And what was the other one? That first one where I first lost a whole lot of pace and I was like 5 seconds off first place. That one was really, really unlucky. But we managed to hold a bit of time. Didn't lose too much time on him either. But no, that was a good race. I'm happy with that, to be honest. I don't even know if I need to do another one. That's got to give me 85 points for the board. I mean, I could do another one and try and get a win, because I should be getting more points in the next one, but I don't want to get 7th in the next one and then that's the points I get. But I don't know. If you guys want me to do another one, I'll do another one. Let me know. Okay, mate. Nah, looks like he doesn't like being pushed either. This car is in fact very unforgiving. It is definitely one of the harder cars to drive in the game, especially in a race on a track like this. One push too far and away you go. Yeah, it's exactly how it goes. It doesn't take much for this car to spin out on you. Driver rating and safety rating went up at least, so we got 83 points out of that. Well done, mate. Awesome result. Nice comeback. Yeah. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good race actually. I'm happy with that. I reckon 90% would have spun or crashed. I reckon that's exactly what happened. I mean, look at that. 17 seconds from 1st to 3rd, who is 2 seconds behind us, and then 24 seconds to 4th. So I think there were a whole lot of lap spins in the first couple of laps. Would definitely sit on that 2nd. I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I want to... do another one or not. I want to do another one just because I like the race, but I don't want to tuck it away. Yeah, right. Nah, I know. There's a lot of people who normally just rage quit at that. I mean, they see that their race has just been totaled and they're like, oh man, I'm not going to do this anymore. And then they just, I've done the exact same thing. That's my voice. That's exactly what I've said before. You know, spin out a couple of times and be like, man, screw this. Why do I even play this game? People just dive bobbing you up the inside and taking you off with them, and then. But there were some pretty good moves there actually. There were a couple of overtakes around, not really overtakes, but going around the outside of a corner just so that I can make sure that I don't actually hit the car and leaving space for them. It wasn't really a lot of fighting for position. I mean, it helps that I qualified in 2nd and finished 2nd, but yeah. Yeah, you know what? I think you guys are right. I think I might just leave that one for the night. Got a 2nd place finish. That's 87 points. That's great for my championship. Because it's such a short race, I think I might edit it and put it into a short form video so that it's easier for you guys to watch. I'll try and put in some highlights and make it a little bit more entertaining. I know I'm not the best at that, but forgive me, I am learning. You're watching V-Man in the lobbies on the TV. Yep. Yeah, that's about right. Only 6 people just chilling. You normally lose half a lobby in one of those. I mean, it gets very aggravating very fast. I mean, sometimes it's better to just take the driver rating penalty rather than, you know, stick around and get probably a more severe one. sometimes you're just not on for a good race. Sometimes it just unravels and it's good to just hang up the gloves for a couple of minutes. I mean, I do that on stream sometimes. I'll just like chill out for about 5 or 6 minutes and just get a couple of stretches in and refresh my mind. Now I need to get a couple of different thumbnails for that, but yeah, I think I've got a whole bunch of back end stuff to do now. Oh yes, 838th in the world with that practice time though. That's really good. I'm happy with that. Didn't manage to convert it into a race lap time, but we did set a fastest lap at some point, which was pretty good. Yeah. No, not a bad race night actually. I'm pretty happy with that. So in saying that, I'm gonna quickly show this leaderboard thing, and then I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. So we qualified second and finished second, which, you know, is always good when you finish exactly where you start. Hey, good results always help with sleep. I mean, I did not sleep very well after my spa race. It was such a difficult race. Only got it back. Yeah, I saw that. I had a quick glimpse of it, a quick glimpse at it. But you know, talking and racing is a bit of a difficult task sometimes. But I saw it was like what 8,000th of a second or something like that. That was absolutely ridiculous. Nothing in it. I'm pretty sure he set an 18.5 at some point, maybe towards the end of the race. I'm not sure. But nah, that was a good race. He's definitely a good driver. I reckon. I don't think our pace was too different from his. I reckon if we were just a little bit tidier through that, we could have had a chance at getting in front of him. I mean, we were in front at one point. We just, how did he get it back? No, we weren't in front. It was at the hairpin where I tried to get a little bit of speed on him, and then he gets the power down so easily. I'm actually gonna watch how he does it in the replay, because there was I tried to do an over-under on him on the final hairpin, which probably wasn't an idea. I probably should have stayed behind him so that I got slipstream rather than that. But tried to do the over-under, and he just had so much more power than me coming out of the corner. He was just able to get it down on those rear tires without sliding out so easily. After practice for tomorrow, so see you legends again soon. Yeah, all good, man. No worries. You go get some practice and do your thing, man. And if you don't get a livery, yeah, it's all good, man. I don't expect anything, but at the same time, I appreciate it as always. But you know what? If you're off, I think this is the end of the stream as well. I'm gonna go do some editing and do the background boring YouTube stuff that no one really likes to do, but pretends they like to do it. It's a full-time job in itself, but at the same time, it's fun. But anyway, I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, you know exactly what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell so that you never miss one of these live streams and a video so that you are constantly kept up to date on these Nations Cups and Manufacturers Cups. I will be doing these streams a little bit more often. It just depends on how often the championships are going to be this year. But other than that, I don't really have much more else to say other than thank you all so very much for watching. And I shall see you all in the next stream. Peace out, Grease Monkeys.